Yachts, Ferraris, and trips to space may be cool for some of the super rich out there, but currently one of the fastest growing markets is the business of high-end luxury safe rooms, hidden doors, and apocalypse shelters for $50,000 to $500,000. When you think of panic rooms, you probably think of an ill-lit room in the back of a house that Jodie Foster is crouching in. That might be your low-quality DIY panic room, but nowadays you can get valued security rooms that offer a high-end experience. You just have to be able to pay upwards of $550,000 to get one put into your home. The company Covert Interiors in New York City will create luxury safe rooms that feature blast-proof and bulletproof walls. They can be designed to look like anything from your own special man cave to a 1920s speakeasy bar. While these rooms often feature amenities like surveillance cameras, viral screens, and secure phone lines, they also have different purposes. For instance, designer L.M. Pagano is well known for designing homes for the rich and famous like Nick Cage or Johnny Depp. Her former mansion was intended to be a sanctuary from the paparazzi. The home can only be found by following a twisted trail through Topanga. It is completely isolated but still has all the classic high-end features like an infinity pool, an outdoor fireplace, and a recording studio. It also features a top-of-the-line apocalypse-proof safe room that has its own water purification system and backup generator. While we obviously don't have access to the room itself, the house and the safe room were used for 2005's Hostage. Not that the movie makes it seem like the safest place in the world. As far as mansions go, there is absolutely no house that I love looking at more than the famous Star Wars house in Los Angeles, California. Now, even without the Star Wars stuff, this $26.5 million mansion is absolutely stunning. It has a wonderful open interior, an indoor bar, a tennis court, and a pool with a waterfall. The most impressive thing is the house's multi-million-dollar Star Wars collection. While that's made it famous, it also houses a secret security room. It features its own air vent and water supply, an entertainment system, and solar-powered energy. Though, let's be real, you know that the entire thing looks straight out of the Death Star. As far as I can tell, most people who buy safe rooms are just paranoid rich people. They will gladly shell out hundreds of thousands on a room they'll never use. Then there's a guy like Josip Broz Tito, the president of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. After surviving an attack that nearly cost him his life, he installed a safe room in his 854 Fifth Avenue townhouse in Manhattan. This $50 million mansion looks exactly as opulent as you'd think it would. It's literally inspired by the Palace of Versailles. Inside is a hardened steel reinforced safe room that is ridiculously secure. It even features its own Faraday cage to repel electromagnetic fields. I would say that's ridiculous, but I googled the guy. Yeah, I'd say he should probably have a Faraday cage. One company that started making headlines years ago basically makes security systems you would see in a supervillain lair. Strategically Armored and Fortified Environments, or SAFE, is a company that specializes in the kind of security that's enough to stop John Wick. The president and CEO of the company, Al Corby, showed everyone from Oprah to Rachel Ray just how extreme their methods are. He was more than happy to show off his home, which featured the security measures you might expect, like cameras and some you would not. For instance, his home features bulletproof walls and windows, biometrically locked doors, and a safe room. Not that he believes in safe rooms, mind you. It's more of a really secure bathroom. His philosophy leans more towards creating a fortress that will protect you anywhere in the house. Even his daughter's room features steel shutters that drop down in case of an emergency. The feature he's most known for showing off is his gassing system. In an emergency, this will fill up a room in seconds with a gas so thick that you couldn't see your own hand in front of your face. There are even special security cameras that can see through the fog. And if you need to make an escape, well, he's got that covered too, with spiral staircases and even a helipad that can give you a way out of the building. Basically, the selling point for the company was that anyone invading your house would already be done by the time the cops showed up. So each room was a safe core that could be sealed in case of a threat. This proved to be a pretty good sales pitch because a house like this can go for $3.99 million. The company went on to make disaster shelters that could potentially survive for generations with fresh water and enhanced defenses. Of course, there's no information out there for who he built these apocalypse fortresses for. Not telling someone about your apocalypse fortress is like the first way to secure your apocalypse fortress. If you're like me, you probably grew up watching Scooby Doo and Young Frankenstein show us a world of hidden rooms and fake bookshelves. Unfortunately, those aren't features most houses have. If you want to change that, you'd have to call up a company like Creative Home Engineering, which specializes in Scooby-Dooing your home. Seriously, these guys have the coolest jobs ever. President Steve Humble and his team of designers work to make every eccentric rich person the mystery rooms of their dreams. They design and place into homes secret passageways, bars, hidden rooms, and revolving doors. Pretty much if you've seen a movie with some kind of cool hidden secret in a house, they've built it. For their standard secret doors, they have a ton of options. Mirror doors for $8,000, a double bookcase for $13,000, a rotating fireplace for $12,000, and many more. These doors are also able to be upgraded with bulletproof armor and high-end fireproofing for a few thousand on top of that. Those are just the basic options though. They've also designed more specialty items like a secret passageway wardrobe designed to look like the one from Chronicles of Narnia. You can also get one of these for fun like a pool cue switch that opens up your speakeasy bar. If you want to be creepy about it, they can make you a bookshelf that features the skull of a lion as a lock. My favorite is probably the phone booth that requires you punch in the right number to open a secret passage. Custom jobs like those are just going to cost you thousands more. There is then an 8-stage procedure that will run through initial contact to proposals to fabrication, then to shipping and installation. It has literally never been easier to make that creepy mystery mansion of your dreams. What if your tastes are less about escaping intruders or hiding your crimes from Scooby Doo and more about surviving the zombie apocalypse? Well, the Vivos company is all about giving you the Walking Dead certified shelter that still fits your high-end tastes. The company's founder, Robert Vicino, figured that there weren't many rich clients who were into the DIY disaster shelters that are so common. He was right. The company sells itself as the backup plan for humanity. They create massive underground communities that are designed to protect their clients from disasters like nuclear Armageddon. So basically, they are real-life vault tech from Fallout. Would playing New Vegas down there be in bad taste? Because that's totally what I would do. These communities are big enough to house upwards of 1,000 people. They have built everything from communal kitchens, laundry rooms, and even a detention area if someone doesn't behave themselves. Let's be real, we've all seen the movies. There's a 100% chance of people not behaving themselves. Each shelter is fully stocked with enough food, medicine, and supplies to survive autonomously for an entire year. It even has a self-sustained power source. The place runs on fully automated dual 1,000 kilowatt generators. If you're imagining something like John Goodman's bunker from 10 Cloverfield Lane, you're very wrong. Everything about the community space is high-end, from the leather recliners in the television area to the deluxe bathrooms. If you were just looking at the interiors, you'd think that it was a high-end hotel, not a disaster shelter beneath the earth. So what does it cost to stay in the world's nicest backup plan? Well, price points start at $20,000 to $50,000 per person. In order to apply, you have to prove that you're worth it to the community at large. If you're a doctor or have some other kind of useful skill, you have a greater chance of scoring a bunk for your family. They now have a shelter in Indiana, but are reportedly expanding to Europe and Asia to house over 10,000 people in case of apocalypse. So it's nice to know that someone will survive when everything goes Mad Max. Remember, while most of these safe rooms are hundreds of thousands of dollars, you can get bulletproof doors for like $5,000.